Okay. Entonces empezamos. Buenos días, buenos días. O buenas tardes if you watch this video later on in the afternoon. So let's go ahead and go over our class for today. And as you very well know, we have been working on the Adjetivos Descriptivos. All right? Again, bienvenido a la clase de español. Aquí estamos para aprender español. Nuestra meta, our goal, es aprender español. Okay? And get you ready, listos para Español 2. Segundo año de español. Okay? Entonces, a todos los científicos, los autores, líderes, exploradores, pensadores, creadores y a todos los estudiantes, bienvenidos. Vamos a ver nuestro plan de trabajo para hoy. Nuestro plan de trabajo para hoy es practicar más sobre los adjetivos descriptivos. So our big objective is to continue to grow with the language, and in this case, get proficient, get those adjectives in there so that we can just continue to grow and expand the knowledge of this wonderful language. Entonces, vamos a seguir usando adjetivos descriptivos. La campanada o el warm-up lo vas a encontrar siempre en el Google Classroom. You're going to find it there. Okay, you should be able to open it. And this PowerPoint is also linked into your warm-up. So you can always work at your own pace. Something else that I really would like you to know is that maybe in the future, I'm going to change from having it in the Google Classroom. It may just go ahead and do it all on Canvas. But for now, let's keep the Google Classroom because that's how you were doing it. I will always have like a very quick mini lecture, and it's connected directly to the PowerPoint that you have in front of you. There is additional practice on VHL Central. And sometimes you might see that the assignment is given on the day you're not here. It doesn't matter. I assign them on one day, but you all have 1 week to complete it. All right, so don't worry about that. Our exit ticket always found at the bottom of the Google Doc that we are working on. So that should be there. You will always see 2 or 3 questions, or maybe a verb chart. Could be anything, but it's all the way at the bottom. What is your homework? That's your asynchronous work. The idea is that you complete the activities within the time allotted for this period, so that you don't have, additional work. If you ever arrive late to the class, open the presentation, the PowerPoint, and follow the instructions, and you will be just fine. Right? If you need help, I do have the small groups after school. You just have to tell me when you would like to come and join us so that I can keep you in the small groups. Again, you can always follow the class by going through your calendario. Let's look at this. Preguntas about the Google Classroom, VHL assignments. Log in, Lección 3. They are assigned, they have a date. Not sure where do I find this? Everything is always gonna be available for you, and it's in Canvas. If you go to Pages, that's where the calendario is, and the calendario is the roadmap, the pacing guide for this class. Okay, so if you kind of, I don't know where you're at, I arrived late, I'm not sure what am I supposed to do, go to Pages and you have the calendario, and the calendario is the pacing. It's the actual roadmap for this class. If you missed assignments, go back and look at them, and I'm following the same format. If you're late, you're late. You lose a little bit of points, but you can still get some points and not have a 0. Today's warm-up, it's number 4, warm-up, el calentamiento número 4. Lo encuentras en Google Classroom, okay? I will look at the chat and your questions in just a bit. Por favor, Warm-up número 4 in Google Classroom. That is the one that you will be working on today. Okay, all the instructions are in English and Spanish. Please follow them.
Miss G, I have a question.
Can you hold on 1 second, Allison? 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Let me see your chat. Did you write it in the chat, Alice?
No, I didn't.
If you don't mind, if I can please ask you to put it in the chat, and I will gladly answer. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and look further. Okay, this is where we are today. Adjetivos descriptivos. The warm-up is in your Google Classroom. Warm-up número 4. If you wish, you can open it at this time, or you can just follow the mini presentation and then go back at your own pace and fill in the blanks. All right. So, adjectives, what are they? Adjectives describen a una persona, un lugar, una cosa, ¿ok? Como en inglés, los adjetivos son palabras que describen personas, lugares y cosas, just like it says there in front of you. En español, adjetivos descriptivos use the verb ser with it. Okay? Por ejemplo, yo soy profesora. Él es profesor. Okay? There you have the ser, the verb to be, okay, in there with the noun, okay, and the adjective. Yo soy profesora. Tú eres estudiante. That is the proper order of words when you are writing in Spanish as well. The noun, the verb, the adjective. Adjectives also help us point to our nationality, okay, the size of something, the shape of something, to describe, it also connects to the personality and the physical appearance. Yo soy alta, él es bajo. Yo soy guapa, él es guapo. Okay. Ella es bonita. Okay. Él es bajo, ella es baja. So you see the verb ser, it's always there. The adjectives take an O or an A depending on the gender of the noun. Por ejemplo, la señora es alta. El señor es alto. Or el chico es alto, la chica es alta. Okay? If an adjective is plural, what you do with the adjective when it's plural, you will add the S to it. All right? So you will add the S to the adjectives when they are plural. Ejemplo, la señora es alta, las señoras son altas. El señor es alto. Los señores son altos. So you will have the gender, the O or an A, right, with the adjective that connects to the noun. And then if it's plural, you add an S. Okay, that's how we form the adjectives from the singular to the plural, and also whether it's male or female. Okay. O to an A, and an S forms the plural. Felipe es gordo, antipático y muy feo. All those adjectives to describe Felipe. Qué bonitas son tus hijas, tía Nayeli. Bonitas, hijas, totally in agreement. Son, because the verb ser, it's in the plural form. Talking about hijas, son, bonitas. So you've got all three elements together. And that exactly the form, that's how we write in Spanish. Okay. There are adjectives though. Here's the big exception. Some adjectives end with an E. And when it's an E, it actually connects to both male and females. Ejemplo, here's an example. Estudiante. It's with an E. Student, estudiante, all right? So estudiante applies to both male and female. The only thing I have to look at is whether it has an S, if it's plural or not. That's it. Inteligente, it's an adjective. Ends with an E. All I have to worry about is whether it's plural or singular. Do I add an S if it's more than one? Los estudiantes son inteligentes. So I make sure that I add the S because estudiantes, it's plural. El estudiante es inteligente, only one of them. Now it's a female student, it becomes la estudiante es inteligente. Plural for female students, las estudiantes son inteligentes. The E is that big exception. Other than that, A or O. Okay, that's it. The last one that I would like to leave you with, it's the adjectives that end with or, O-R. Trabajador, hardworking, right? Or a worker. Trabajador. Okay? El hombre es trabajador. So you see there where trabajador is the adjective that describes hombre. Okay, the men. Well, it ends with an O-R. Wait a minute, what am I supposed to do? If it is male, all you do, okay, add ES to make it plural. So trabajador is male. How do I say that it's a woman? A woman, a female. Well, la mujer becomes trabajadora. I will add an E to it. So el hombre trabajador, it's male. La mujer trabajadora. I add an A. How do I make this plural? I make sure to put an S. Those are the basic foundation. That's the basic rules for adjetivos descriptivos. You have the rest of the assignments to follow in your warm-up. I would like to ask you to follow along and complete them. As always, if you have any questions, do please write them in the chat or send me an email. I will answer all questions now. Give me just 1 second.